I love when we do cheese on the Thunder Show. There's just always a better element. Like, my palate is just so much happier. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, this is delicious hazelnut. The Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And today, on this laid-back Friday episode, we are bringing out some cheese. Come on, zoom in on this stuff. This has got, washed rind, really wild stuff. Gobeen. This is a cow's milk cheese from Ireland and pasteurized. And it's a little stinky, but what's really great about it is it's extremely nutty. And as I'm eating it before the show, because I couldn't wait, I'm taken aback by how much it tastes like hazelnut. I mean, just like a very overwhelming hazelnut component. I think it's like a $19, it looks like, a pound cheese. Let's link up Justin's email if anybody wants us to ship out some cheese. If you're into hazelnuts or nutty cheeses, this is incredible stuff. And the wine that we have to accompany it is the SC Panel 2006 Grenache Rosé, a rosé made from 37-year-old Grenache vines in Blewett Springs, which is an amazing area in the McLaren Vale. $14 US, 90 points Josh Reynolds, who's a great wine critic that writes with Stephen Tanzer. And I thought on this laid-back Friday, link up, June 4th coming up next week is our Father's Day giveaway for the new wristband, 4th generation, that is top secret, nobody knows about right now, which makes me extremely happy. We're going to make a very limited run. This will be the most limited edition run, even more limited than the first first wristband. So that's going on, Mott. And, we're into that springtime, and I think it's a lot of people are starting to drink rosé, get into rosé, think about rosé, diss on rosé. Rosé wines are oftentimes very dry and very crisp and very clean, like this Panel is supposed to be. We'll try in a second. But I think it's time that people open up their minds to more serious opportunities with rosé wines. It's $14. Far from inexpensive. But what I find them fascinating, and why I've been on a rosé kick in the last couple of years, is I have found them to be very good with cheese. By the way, this cheese right here, my friends, if you're a big beer fan, as I'm tasting this would be a tremendous compliment with beer, with some craft beers out there. Very good. But at the same time, an absolutely hazelnut, I can't believe it. An absolutely delightful pairing that I'm getting more and more opportunities of is finding rosé wines that pair with cheese. I eat a lot of cheese, or I try to, or I try not to. And in the summertime, just going out on the patio and having some cheese and wine is so nice. And I don't think people realize how great rosé can be with cheese. So I've been eating this cheese all day. Let's see what this wine's got going for it. A very steely kind of nose. Very interesting. Very high in acid on the nose, which I like. It's coming across a little bit watermelony, and it's got the watermelony kind of color, which is nice as well. I do get some crushed rose petal kind of components, so it's also very floral, which I like. Very perfumey, kind of walking through Bergdorf's, and Bergdorf's, Mott? You go there, you buy that. That's where you buy all your stuff. I can see it. I see it. Let's give it a whirl. Very crisp, very clean, very full. A very full-bodied rosé, which a lot of people I don't think realize how big these wines can be. Grenache is a big red grape, so it can really throw a lot of interesting secondary flavors into a rosé. I'm a big fan. If you want to travel into the rosé realm, I highly recommend you go and seek out some of the Grenache rosés. Very bright, great acid. Really reminds me, believe it or not, of some top Loire Valley white wines. And its acidity and its steely kind of bluestony effect. Let's see what it does with the cheese a little bit. pairing works okay. It's too nutty, this cheese, for the wine. But it doesn't take away from the fact that the wine is extremely well made. I'm actually really impressed with it. It's got a lot of balance. It actually makes me want some steamers right now. I would love a huge bucket. I would love a huge bucket of steamers right now and just plop those suckers in my mouth while drinking this crisp, nice, clean, aromatically exciting, not so much, but at least on the palate and the flavor profile, very crisp, clean, and correct rosé. Again, crushed rose petals, meaning strawberries, is really the dominant profile. Josh Reynolds goes 90. I'm going to go 89, 1 point less, but I'm going to go 92 on the cheese. My God, this is like, I'm devouring it. So good. These chips are good too. Sorry, I'm just having a good time now. I'm curious to see where people sit on rosé. So if I can get people to come out right now and leave a comment and be truthful, I totally get people being down on rosé and not seeing the reasoning for it. People thinking white wines are a better way to go, dissing on them, not having rosés, never tried them, prejudice or preconceived notions to trying a rosé. But I'd love to get, question of the day, what are your real thoughts about rosé wines? Seriously, dry rosés, take whitesons out. That's really a cocktail. Dry rosés from Provence to Languedoc, Australia, Italy with some rosatos, and all these other areas. What do you think of these dry rosés? You've had some, I think, at this point, at least once or twice. But if you haven't, tell me why. What is your overall? I want a rosé thesis from the Vader Nation. Give me your thoughts on rosé, because I'm very curious to get a pulse right now of the viewers out there on their thoughts on rosé. Because to me, man, they're really great, crisp wines and really give me a lot of the joy that I get out of great white wines. Cheese still won again. Cheese has beaten wine almost every episode that they've shared the stage, Mott. You know that, right? I love cheese. Big shout out to Caitlin. It's her 22nd birthday. She's graduating. She's getting a second grade job. She's amazing. I want to give her a big shout out today on the Thunder Show. Other than that, I'm going to get into a little bit of zone here. I like doing the yapping, Friday thing. What do I want to talk about? I don't know. It's we're on a marathon taping session right now. Mott and I are having fun. We missed each other. I was gone for a while now. I'm traveling a lot. A lot of traveling. I really hope, take that book tour link and link it up right now. I really am hoping that I get to meet you, because I'm traveling to Idaho and, not Idaho, Iowa, right? Des Moines. And I'll be in Chicago and San Francisco and in Houston and in Maryland and looking to book other places as well. So, the greatest thing to this is, getting to meet the Vaniacs. I'm going to be in Austin. It's really special, and I really thank you guys for that. Other than that, I've been using my Apple TV. I know some of you Vaniacs got that. I'd like to talk about that. Really been following the politics, loving this presidential, coverage. That's always interesting to me. Read Barbara Walters' book on my vacation, Mott. I like that stuff. I like reading the history. I'm very much a business guy, and I love, I always feel like what's happened gets recycled and happens again. Love the trends, and that's really interesting to me. Getting ready for football. Excited for that. I'm really already there. I'm dumping my NL fantasy team, so I'm trading Chipper Jones and Chris Young and Oswalt and all those guys, building for next year. I'm going to make a run in AL. What else? Looking to enjoy the second half of the summer, because the first half is really a lot of traveling. A lot. That's about it. Things are good. Otherwise, thanks for watching the show. It means a lot to me. You, with a little bit of me, and throwing stupid ideas that pink wine can't be good, that's how we're changing the wine world.